I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. Bottom line, it gives you visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. It's everything you need all in one place. In fact, over 21,000 companies are using NetSuite right now, so you'll be in great company right alongside them. So let NetSuite show you how they'll benefit your business with a free product tour at netsuite.com/school. Hey, Jordan Belfort here, the Wolf of Wall Street. Welcome to another awesome episode of Sales School. And this time it is just me, and I'm giving the tip. Me, myself, and I. Here's my tip of the day for you. This has to do with why it is so important that you don't only focus on sales as a salesperson, that you also focus on the marketing side of the equation, meaning that if you're in a situation where you're not being given enough leads by the company that you work for, you better spend the time prospecting for leads, buying leads, figuring out some way, whether it's offline or online, to have leads that are new to continue to flow into your funnel every single day. Without new leads, what ends up happening is you see this like finite database you have to call. So not only does it, obviously destroy your productivity because you just have less names to call, but you end up caring too much about every individual name. So you start trying to shove square pegs, as I say, in round holes. You're taking people who are not really right for your product or really don't even want your product, and somehow trying to use your force of personality, the art of persuasion, the straight line to convince them to buy from you. And I'll tell you, that's a fool's errand. The amount of time that you waste is staggering. The amount of limiting beliefs that you form about your own abilities because you're spending all day long talking to people who have no intention of buying, can't even afford to buy. Then at the end of the day, you're like, geez, why is my closing rate so low? Is something wrong with me? Am I not meant for sales? No. You're speaking to people who you should not be speaking to. In other words, the key to a robust pipeline starts at the top. You need a steady supply of people that you can begin the process of weeding out. Remember, no matter how great any marketing campaign is, there's going to be 4 types of people that are generated from that campaign. You're going to have your best buyers of all, called your buyers in heat. Those are the people who are hot for the product, need it, want it, can afford it. They're feeling pain, meaning they want to buy it now. It's your best buyer of all. Then you have your buyers in power, very much like your buyers in heat, but unlike the buyers in heat who need it, want it, and can afford it, and want it now, this group, they need it, they can afford it, they want it, but not necessarily right now. They're not feeling pain, like the house ain't on fire, so they're not going to make a decision unless everything is right. Those two groups, your buyers in heat and your buyers in power, are your two best groups of all. Those are the ones that you want to actually continue taking down the straight line and making a full-blown presentation. What you don't want to do is take the people who are in the category called looky-loos or tire kickers. Those are people who pretend to need, want, and afford the product, but really can't. You don't spend time pitching them because it's a waste of your time, and they'll just drive you crazy. And then that last group called mistakes, they somehow ended up in your pipeline. Either they walked in your store, clicked on the wrong website. They obviously don't want what you have, but you try to sell them anyway. Now, as far as that third group, the looky-loos go, the tire kickers, right? There's very, very effective ways to weed those out. Separate conversation for a separate day of sales school. The point I'm making right now, though, is this. You need to have a kick-ass marketing campaign or a company that has one and that provides you with the leads. Then, once you have enough leads, you can then have the strength, the inner fortitude, not to waste your time trying to turn non-buyers into buyers, which is the biggest fool's errand of all. So remember, 2 categories of buyers: buyers in heat, buyers in power. Buyers in heat need your product, want your product, can afford your product, and they're feeling pain, so they want to buy it now. Buyers in power, same thing, but no pain. So I will show you, again, another sales school episode, how to turn buyers in power into buyers in the moment. But the point is, those two categories are going to continue their journey down the straight line. The other two you will eliminate quickly and elegantly using straight line strategies. Very simple stuff. And that is your tip today for Sales School. I love you all. Have a great day.